Oh boy, have you guys, what's, boy, this room is fucking dead. That's okay, I gotta pick up the pieces, sweetheart, but that's alright. Yeah, you guys having a good night? Yeah, fuck yeah. What's at the end of the year or what, Party time. I do like performing on the Gold Coast, thanks for coming out and stuff. This is, I love it. But a lot of the places on the Gold Coast are fucking shitholes. And they're the worst places to play that I've ever played in the world. And it's like the fucking dog and parrot. That's like the Star Wars cantina. I don't know if you've ever it's like that. And some of the patrons do look like Jabba the Hutt too. See him at the bar. She wants a rum and coke. They've got that weird little creature. That weird little thing that goes. That's like the husband or whatever. A meth rat. You know what I mean? Like a meth rat or whatever that is. Anyway, whatever. So you guys are on a dating app date. Don't worry, I'm not going to fuck up your date or whatever. It's all good. I just think dating apps don't work. I think you meet people nobody should meet. I'm not saying that's what's happening now. You guys seem relatively, because, like sometimes you meet people and you sit down and it's like, oh, okay, yeah. You see them for the first time, you're like, oh. And you start chit-chatting. And then at some point, obviously, you have to address the obvious elephant in the room. You've got to go, I don't want to be weird or whatever, but, I've got to ask. Like, I can't help but notice you've got a wooden stump instead of a leg. And they're like, oh, sorry, yeah, the photos were cropped and I hope that isn't weird. No, it's not weird at all. I just, I just got to ask, like, also I can't help but notice you've got an eye patch. And a parrot, and I'm just like, and they're like, yeah, sorry, no, this is different to the photos, I know, but is that, and not what we, the photos were old or whatever, and it's like, yeah, that's all good, like, it's not weird at all, it's fucking totally fine, but I gotta ask, like, I gotta ask, like, straight up, like, are you a pirate? Like, are you a pirate? Like, because that's cool. And, oh, I'm not a pirate. How could you say something like that? And it's like fucking... And then you pull back, because you've probably been through this, man. You pull back, and you, the male equivalent, you pull back and you go, fuck, you try and save the date. You know what I mean? And you go, oh, sorry, yeah, no, I'm a comedian. Like, what do you do? And they go, I work on ships. That aren't governed by any particular municipality. Sounds like a fucking pirate. Sorry for calling you sweetheart earlier. I know women hate that, but it just sounds funny to me. It is you know what I mean, eh? Yeah. You think I'm digging in? Is that what you're going like, shh, like that? Sorry, if you can't see what's happening here, I'm being heckled by a dude doing this. Shh. I don't exactly know what it just seems like you're going to assault me sexually later in the car park. I didn't want to say the word rape because I think that's like a strong word to use in a comedy club, but if I'm looking across a room and like I'm in the middle of a set and a dude's going, shh. I'm like, fucking hell, man. Like, now I know how women feel. You know what I mean? Like, getting that shit across the bar. What's up? Hey, what's up, sweetie? Shh. Fucking cover your drinks, ladies. Yeah. Girl next to him's like, trying to do it subtly and shit. Nah, man, I don't even know how you respond to that, to be honest. Yeah. No worries, bro. Anyway, yeah. So it's you know what? Do you find the communication on dating apps tough? You know what I mean? Like, if you know, like the texting and stuff, is that anxiety inducing for you?
It's my first time using it.
Your first time ever using it? Oh, wow. Well, this dude looks, I mean, he's stoned, but he's... I mean, he's obviously high... Yeah, he's obviously really high on drugs, but he seems like a really... I can't pick which drug it is yet, but he's like... You know when you get really stoned, you're like... Like your eyes get puffy and shit. But that's cool, man, because I went on a date once on magic mushrooms and then had to like apologise the next day, and we went on a second date and it still didn't work, which I thought was kind of funny. It's like, yeah, she's like, you seemed weird, because I was like... She's like, yeah, I work in accounts. We're all one. Anyway, yeah. No, I find the messaging anxiety inducing. Have you been on other dates? You have? Have you found the texting and stuff on dating apps anxiety inducing? You know, like being left on...
Weird, yeah.
It is fucking weird, hey? Because people get the message and they leave you on scene, but then you're like, when are they going to respond? I mean, it could be any time. Like, it starts getting maddening. You know what I mean? You start going like, oh, they've responded. Oh, okay, it's been a day, but the last one was 2 hours, so now it's a day, so it means that they're responding less frequently, so they're going to get 2 days, and you're just like, yeah, no. Oh, they messaged me, fuck! Like, your whole life is like on this, it's, you know what I mean? And then, like, a girl asked me out, she asked me out, and then I said, yeah, great. Okay, like, she asked me out a couple of times, like, yeah, let's do it. Day before the date, I'm like, are we still on for tomorrow? Never heard from her again. Yeah, that's why men trap women in basements. Because we just want to know what's going on. It's not a... We just want to... Now I've got you here. You said Wednesday, didn't you? You said Wednesday, I thought. Now, obviously I don't condone trapping women in basements. I mean, he might, but I don't. Because I had a woman come up to me after the show and say, you shouldn't do that joke. Like, what if the wrong person hears it? And I'm like, look, if you hear that joke and you go home and trap a woman in a basement, I reckon you already had that basement prepped. You know what I mean? Like, I reckon you were already... I don't reckon it was like, that's all I needed to hear. The comedian said it in the context of a comedy club where adults get together and joke. Yeah, that's all I needed to tip me over the edge. I wish jokes had that much power. They fucking seem to in the media and shit. Fucking hell. Dudes getting up and, you know, getting attacked on stage and shit. Don't do that, by the way, if you're going to heckle. Just go, shh. I think that's the nicest heckle I've ever had. You know what I mean? Getting glasses thrown at you. Shit like that. Because people are crazy. I mean, you know... Anyway, I feel like people are getting crazier. I feel like there's more lunatics on the streets now, which is fucked up because of the way things are now. But they're confident. The lunatics. You know what I mean? Like, they're confident. You know, like, dude came on the bus and he's like, Transformers, more than meets the eyes. He's like just screaming that. And everyone's like, oh. Because, like, lunatics build to that. You know what I mean? Like, they build to that. They don't start there. Because you end up on the street, you start, you know, intimidating people and you get away with it and you get away with it and you get crazier and crazier. What you do on public transport gets bigger and bigger. Because, you know, no one ever tells them to shut up. Because they're fucking, you know, it's like hot women. You know what I mean? Like, because no one ever tells them no, they get crazier and crazier. It's like, all hot men, I'm just saying, hot people, like, okay, you're sitting on the bus and a fucking, for me, beautiful woman sits down next to you and goes, you know, you got your stuff there or whatever, you're like, fuck, I hope no one sits here. Beautiful person, just some, and they go, can I sit there? You're like, yeah, no, totally, yeah, absolutely. It's like scary. meth head with a fucking chicken in a bag. I'm fucking sitting there. You're like, yeah, man, totally. Yeah. It's the same shit. It's the same shit. They walk down the fucking aisle of the bus, everyone stares. And meth heads walk like they're on a catwalk too. They're like... It's like all sharp, you know what I mean? It's like sharp movements. It's like fucking... You're like Mick Jagger. Remember Mick Jagger? You always either way you agree with everything they say, you know what I mean? Someone beautiful sits next to you, they're like, yeah, you know, isn't it crazy outside today, the weather? You're like, yeah, totally, I agree. Fucking meth head sits next to you with a chicken in a bag or whatever, you know, sitting there eating, like one dude sat next to me, he was drinking a tin of coconut milk. And you know, you agree with everything they say too, don't you? Fucking Trevor's a fucking dog. He fucking ripped me off, told the fucking pigs, didn't he, the cunt? You're like, yeah, man, totally, fucking Trevor, yeah. I can't believe Trevor, he's a dog. He's a fucking dog. You know what I mean? Like, you just agree with him. Anyway, what's this table here? You're not on your phone, are you, brother? Oh, that's cool. No, that's all good. No, what you're actually doing is worse. He's just going like this, like he's just getting a fingernail or something. Like that's when you know an audience member isn't interested. They're not on their phone. They're just like hurting themselves, like pinch, fucking get me through this. It's all good, man. I'm not picking on you. I mean, I'm picking on you, but that's cool. So how come, what brings you out with just 3 good-looking women on your own at the table?
Luck.
Nice. Is this like a friends thing, or what is this?
It's a friends thing. We're a wine club.
Oh, you're a wine club. Yeah, that's what my dad used to call it. When he used to drink out of a cask wine. We're the wine club! Mum would be like, would you stop, Bob? Would you stop drinking? But it's a club! Just drunk and shit. Yeah, it was anyway, we'll get to that. But, so is this an official club, this wine club? No, so you are just alcoholics. Yeah, cool. You are just drinking, you know what I mean? Yeah, you can just say we're going out to drink again. But that's what drinking, you ever been a hardcore drinker? You ever drank a lot? You know what I mean? You do start making names and shit, because you can't be just like, we're going to drink all day today again because, you know, I'm alone in deep sadness. That's when you do start saying, wow, we're part of a club in a way. Or you start like pretending like I got into whiskey when I was just drinking every day. I'm like, no, this is an Isla whiskey, so, you know, it makes it okay to drink it till 3 a.m. all night. It's smoky. Anyway. In the gutter, just fucking end up with a chicken in a bag. That's how you end up with the chicken in the bag. No, that's great. No, I might have a drink myself, just at that point of the night. No, welcome, yeah. And how's the wine club going tonight? How often do you meet? Once a week. Wow, that's a great excuse you've created there for once a week. That's pretty good. Do you guys actually work together and shit? No, you're just random friends. Where did you meet?
We do live together.
Oh, you live together. So you live with 3 women?
Just one.
Oh, okay. And then you just bring the other 2 along. Okay, right. They come along with you. Okay, cool. Man, good times, eh, brother? What about this table here? What's this about? This wife swap? Just a couple of friends?
This is my brother and sister-in-law.
Oh, what accent is that?
It's an Australian accent.
Oh, fuck. Well, you said like, this is my sister and brother-in-law. Like a Shakespearean fucking... I declare my brother, he has come, has he not? To be here, has he? Made all fucking theatrical about it and shit. So you're with your brother and your husband? No. Just your brother? No. Yes. And who's the lady then?
My wife.
Your wife. Okay, fuck, I think I get it. Let's just fucking worst interaction I've ever had. Fucking started all theatrical and then just fizzled out. You know what I mean? It was fucking hell. Anyway, I've got all these jokes I want to get through on the back of my hand. You know what my friend shared today on Facebook? Do you ever get this? They try and share political shit. She shared a Nike ad, and it was a pregnant African woman. It was like, Nike, the toughest athletes on the planet. Do you know they always... You know how corporations now are like using all really woke, progressive ads? Where they're like, this disabled Arabic woman is playing soccer with an African dwarf. Because Nike brings people together. But they've used slave labour, they just got caught using it. But they've got an African dwarf in their ad. And a Muslim soccer player that's disabled. I mean, how could they be doing wrong? You know what I mean? Like it hides the evil. Like they use diversity to hide the evil. Like, you know, Lockheed Martin, the world's largest weapons manufacturer, had a pride float. Yeah, they had a float in the Pride Parade. Yeah, if the more evil the corporation, the more progressive they were and diverse and woke they want to appear on the outside. Like if Darth Vader was around now, he'd be like, I'm a quadruple amputee burns victim. And he's on the front of Men's Health, like, and that didn't stop me. I still went on to rule an empire. And my boss, the Emperor, he's also a burns victim. Our entire executive team is technically disabled. And they're like on the front of Men's Health. Everyone's like, yay! And they're blowing up planets. Like, just blowing up planets. And meanwhile, it's like, that lowered the planet's carbon footprint. It has 0 carbon now because it no longer exists. People are like, I don't know if that's right. And it's like, he's a fucking quadruple amputee burns victim. You're going to tell him he's bad? That he's evil? Look at the leader of the fucking Rebel Alliance, a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white guy in Luke Skywalker. I mean, just saying. Anyway. Just fucking seems... Anyway. And then, of course, they always end up getting Me Too'd, you know. Like Darth Vader would get Me Too'd. That choking was consensual. That's a pretty good joke, I reckon. You know how he goes, go like that? It's like, it was she said she wanted to do it. Why are you guys pulling back so hard on this? That's a funny bit, I thought. It's the first time I've tried it. My friend gave me that line. I'm like, he'll probably get Me Too'd for using the force to like lift women's skirts or something. Like, it's like get caught on camera or like going like that, you know. And he's like, oh yeah, she said the choke was consensual, and I'm like, that's gold. Now I just tried it. I'm like, whoa. I mean, of all the shit to get offended about tonight, or like not enjoy, you're like, not that bit. No thanks. No thanks, not that bit. I read an article about how people in the workplace, like, not that I'm a super anti-politically correct comedian, and a lot of old blokes get up and they go, political correctness has gone mad. You can't even racially abuse someone anymore without the PC police. No, but the people say that in the workplace, people are getting exhausted emotionally and stuff by having to deal with so many different, you know, progressive like pronouns and like welcome to country and shit like that they get exhausted and they have outbursts and shit, and they take it out on people, you know, because they get so uptight about what they're saying and not saying right and wrong. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you're at work and your boss is sleazing on you or whatever all day, and then he goes, you know, when you did that Welcome to Country, you said it was the Yagara people, it's actually the Gadigal people. And like he's pulling some power play, he's been sleazing on you. You know what I mean? And he's like, yeah, so just saying, it should be Gadigal people. And you're like, fucking, you know, it's just, it makes people like, and then cut his dick off and, now throw that on Gadigal land. Now that's on fucking Gadigal land. Don't worry about that bit. I fucking kind of had this idea about a woman cutting a man's cock off and throwing it on Gadigal land or whatever, and that would be the joke. And then I just had it worked out in my head, and as I got into it, I'm like, whoa, this is not going to work. And it fucking didn't. What's that?
It's not on TV, is it?
Yeah, no, that's the start of the special. That bit is going at the front of the TV special. Just like, yeah, cutting dicks off, throw them on Gadigal land. Silence. Like, shit. I'm trying stuff out. I'm sorry. I could see her. She was like this. It was making her cry. Like, it was painful. Anyway, let's talk about something a little bit more uplifting. I witnessed a terrorist attack. I was in Cairo when there was like a terrorist attack. This is in high school, pre 9/11. They blew up a McDonald's because they thought it represents Western interests, which it doesn't. It represents awesome food and good value. But they done in there and blew it up. Now, probably during Ramadan, jealous, and well, they had that fasting month. I mean, you go into McDonald's, you're like fucking sick of Americans because you know you're fucking starving. Anyway, sorry that got uncomfortable. Anyway, they blew up a McDonald's or whatever. It was empty. They blew it up late at night, and you know, this is Al Qaeda, by the way. This was Al Qaeda pre 9/11. This is when they were still finding their voice. They were unknown. They weren't famous. They were just still sort of underground. You know, they were experimenting, trying to work out what they were about. If you ask me, the earlier shit was way more interesting. You know what I mean? Like, early Al Qaeda, like, people are like, oh, no, Al Qaeda. It's like, you don't, man. You know I'm from TV. If you saw him live, you're like, whoa, these guys are going to be fucking huge. And they are. They made it. Like, I'm not saying what they did is good, by the way. It's deplorable. But I'm just saying they as terrorists, they fucking made it. There's like terrorism, then there's Al Qaeda. Like, they're like, they made it in New York, the hardest place to make it. And I'm just saying, I'm not saying what they did is good. I'm just saying, like, you know, fuck, 18 years into my career, it's like, fucking, when's my 9/11? You know what I mean? Like, when's that bit? When's it gonna pop? What do you guys reckon about that bit? Huh? Yeah, he's like, yeah. It's like, no. Ah, boy. How long have I done, Josh? I took magic mushrooms tonight. I just take a little bit. Lose track of time. I meant to do 2.5 hours, but we're only half an hour in. Oh, okay, you guys are like, yeah, cool. 2.5 hours would be an unusually long set. If you're not a comedy frequenter. Has anyone here frequented a lot of live comedy? I suspect the UK people. Seen a lot of live comedy? Stone dude? No? Nah, man, yeah. I've snapped you out of it, eh? You're like, oh, shit, hey, where am I? How long have you guys been together? A year? Oh, so you're just getting started. Oh, that's great. Like, you're still enjoying yourself and stuff like that. It's weird, isn't it? It's like first night, a year, 7 years. You know. And then just misery. It's like, God, I'm still happy, you know, and fucking just, I bought my mother-in-law. Who's she? You motherfuckers at the back. You guys look married. Are you married? No, you're too young. I can't see from here. How long have you guys been together?
3.5 years.
3.5 years. Where are you from? Is everyone just gonna fucking Sir Ian McKellen tonight? 3.5 years. What be of you, shall you say, thus, jester? You have more thrust in your voice to attack me with your vast vocabulary and knowledge, shall you, my lord? I feel like the fucking Scottish prince has really bought out some of the prince in us tonight, hasn't it? It's been quite a theatrical set. Because, normally, doing, here I almost do it every week, and normally it's just like, how long you been together? Fuck you say, cunt? Come over here and say it. No, I just said, how long you been together? Oh, sorry, man. No, I thought you said fucking something else, man. They fucking pose like that. 3.5 years, my friend, huh? Yeah. Any problems in the relationship? Has anyone got any problems that they want me to solve? Because I kind of feel like I'm running out of material. So if anyone's got any... Has anyone, got anything they want to, anything they want to yell at me that might help me get out of this? Has anyone got anything in their life that they'd like me to... problem they'd like to solve? Just anything. Could be a housemate, partner, anything. Lady? No? No. Okay.
I was telling my husband how to drive, and his grandmother is the most regular person who does that. So now I've earned the name Nana, but it's also a little bit awkward because we also have the same name.
Fucking hell, lady, you got to trim it down. You can't fucking expect me to process that. I mean, Freud would be like, whoa, I've got an idea for a new book. This is crazy. She's like, okay, so in your husband's eyes, the mother used to be the one being hard on his driving, and now it's you.
Grandmother, yeah.
Grandmother, and you have the same name.
Yeah, Jessie and Jessica, so my friends call me Jessie.
Fucking hell, that is... All I can say, bro, is...
It's just like, okay, Nana. I'm like, that's Jessie to you.
Oh, so he calls you Nana. Oh, man, this is making me sick. This is the worst. I thought, fucking hell, what could dig me out of this hole and get the weird grandmother and fucking Nana situation? Are there any other... Nana's here as well. How old's Nana?
93.
93. Good on you, Nana. What's Nana's name? Jessica.
Jessie.
So Nana's Jessie, and you get the more Jessica, like you get the more old name. She's 93. She's Jessie. And then the younger one's like Jessica. What's that, Jessie? Pass it on to me. She's not speaking.
I can speak if you want me to.
Yeah. What? Hey, are you having a good night?
Glasgow accent.
Oh, you've got a thick Glasgow accent. Yeah. Are you enjoying the show?
Enjoying the show.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
It's wonderful. Hear that, guys? A 93-year-old woman loves my show. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like I've made it. Because, I would have thought all the shit about, the stuff earlier about trapping women in basements. But that generation... that generation's like, that's what they did. And that's what they did. And it was fine. It's a good show. It's a good show. That's when men were men. She doesn't want to talk anymore?
She doesn't want a chicken in a
bag. She doesn't want a chicken in a bag. Oh, I see, yeah. She's getting chicken in a bag vibes. Jessie, what do you think about people using software like dating apps to meet each other?
She doesn't approve.
She doesn't approve. You know? You must think the youth today. I mean,
She's upset that couple.
huh? What's that?
No, I said she just upset that couple.
Oh yeah, that's right. No, I was doing that bit. Yeah, I appreciate you jumping on a bit. It's quite a tightrope up here. It might not seem like it, but I wait for the 93-year-old to get the sentence out, which is, you know, it's hard at 93 to be like dealing with a comedian. And then as soon as I get to try and jump in a laugh, she's like, oh, that might make them upset. It's like, yeah, I know. That's what I was going to talk about next. Just like knocking the ramp out as you're riding up to do the jump. Like, oh, fuck. How did Jessie meet her husband?
That's her grandson.
Oh, that's her grandson. Oh, say no more. You've said it. You've said enough. So, that's great. And are we allowed to? So, how did she meet the husband though? In just Glasgow. Yeah, Glasgow happened.
They were already dancing in Glasgow.
They were dancing.
Yeah, ballroom dancing.
What kind of dancing?
Ballroom.
Oh, ballroom. See? You go from... This is an interesting night in a lot of respects because you've got a 93-year-old woman who met, you know, a husband at a ballroom dance, and then you've got someone who's so high he can't even... A man on drugs who's meeting a woman for the first time through a social media app. Times have changed, haven't they? But to be fair, it was Glasgow. He was probably on heroin. Let's dance. I'm jealous. Oh, the what? The dude's on heroin, or that she met someone at a ballroom? That was a pretty good heroin impression, I thought. Don't you reckon? Yeah, I do good meth too, impressions. Because I got a friend who's recovering from meth, and he's still just... Like I say recovering, makes him sound like a hero. He's just stopped smoking meth. And recovering sounds a bit, you know, big. A bit regal or whatever. He might say, here's recovering from... We say, yeah, fucking stop smoking meth, Trevor. Like, anyway, he still has the same meth energy. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't leave you meth energy. Like, he still is like... But now it's about organic food and, like, wellness. But he's got the same intensity of... But it's just like, fucking... Let's get some muesli, man! It's fucking sick. Where are the antioxidants, cunt? He's like, he does like pottery and shit now. No shit, he does pottery. He's just like, used to be strangling people, but now he's like, making a vase, man, sick! Just the same. Big into fish oil. Trying to get me to eat fish oil. Does anyone here eat fish oil? It's crazy to me. We've been teasing fish about not having a memory for years. Now we're grinding them up for our memories. How insulting is that for an animal man? Grinding up thousands of animals. We're like, you got no memory. Fish have no memory. Grinding thousands of them up for... So you can be like, the Titanic sunk in 19... You know what I mean? That's bullshit. My friend Richie Goodacre, he's in a wheelchair. How do you think he'd like it if I ground him up to run the 100 metres faster? It's the fucking same shit. It's the same shit. That's all I'm saying. You guys know, like, when you're dating and stuff, like, you know what I mean? Like, do you ever get, like, competitive with other couples? You ever had that? Like I've got a girlfriend at the moment, and she's like, her friend's partner. She's always, you know, like, oh, Tim, Tim took Lisa out to a gazebo and like set up these beautiful flower arrangement, and they had a candlelit dinner outside. It was so romantic. And then you just fucking like, Tim, you know what I mean? Like, she's like, why can't we ever do like this Tim dude? This is 100% true.
Nice.
So she's been saying this shit for like 6 months, and then the other day she says, oh, did you hear? Tim and Lisa broke up because Tim was siphoning money out of her account. And I was just like, I saw it coming. Just all the romantic, just the gazebo and the flowers all the time and the secret presents, and I don't know, it just seemed kind of fake to me. And that's why I don't do that shit. That's why I don't do it. That's why I forgot your birthday, because I just think it's kind of fake. I'm not siphoning money, you know what I mean? Like, I'll sabotage other couples, you know, if they're doing too well around me, you know what I mean? Like, oh, Adam and Susan, they're so in love. Put a pair of panties in his car. I come on him. I don't need to, but I come on him just to double down with the fucking... He definitely cheated. There's cum on those panties. Yeah. Oh, is are you guys going to go?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's time for her to go home.
Yeah, no.
Enough.
No.
No disrespect.
No, man. No. Disrespect has been taken. No, I'm just joking. No. That's totally fine. I want to do the same, and I'm 40. You know what I mean? Like, imagine double that and then 13 more years or whatever. That's fucking old, man. 93. That's old, like, not disrespecting or whatever, but I'm just saying in a good way. Like 93. That's a pretty good effort, man.
Really good.
And she said thank you.
Oh, thanks, Jesse. Give Jesse a round of applause for making it out. Thanks for coming, Jesse. I hope you had a laugh and all that. And is the rest of the family going as well?
No, just me.
Oh, okay. I don't know why that's funny. No, just me. Like, she doesn't want to go. She's like, no, I've got to go. Because Jesse's got to go home. Because she's 93. Thanks, guys. Have a good night. What do I do now? I don't know why I'm asking you. Now they're gone. This show's over. Look, guys, it is that time where I've got to go. I just got to go. I don't know what else to say. Thanks for having me. I hope you had a good time. You guys have been great. Have a great night. Thanks so much. Have a good Christmas.
Damien back, in round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have a short interval, about 15 minutes.